Hi there. Today I'll show you an unexpected way to save plastic parts. Yes, the same rice we usually eat will go to work, but not into food. Quick note, work in a ventilated space with gloves and goggles. Here's our patient, a plastic part with a long crack and a neat round hole. For long cracks, reinforcement with wire is best. Rice here will play the finishing role. A round hole will close differently, and rice will save for pinpoint reinforcements. Let's get started with our rice repair mix. I take plain rice, dry it on a skillet on low heat. No oil, no rush. Gold remove moisture. The flour becomes looser and fills micropores better. I saw this idea from a Japanese craftsman, tried it, and it turned out a neat working hack. Important, this rice is never eaten after workshop use. Keep a separate jar for repairs. Grinding the rice in a blender down to powder, really fine, dust-like. The finer the grind, the smoother the mix applies and sands down. Why rice? The starch microparticles act as filler and micro-reinforcement. They cling to the rough plastic surface and form a putty-like layer easy to sand. No blender. A mortar or coffee grinder works too, just avoid overheating. Into the rice flour, I add 2 tablespoons of baking soda, mixing thoroughly. Soda acts as a mineral filler, reduces shrinkage, speeds up initial set, sands more easily. As a result, we get a dry mix that fills small cavities and chamfers perfectly. Note, this isn't a glue for structural stress. Think of it as microconcrete for finishing. I twist a small spiral from steel wire, my reinforcement rod. The spiral spreads the load across the crack so the plastic won't split again. Minute 5, carefully melting the spiral into the plastic with a soldering iron. The plastic flows around the wire, creating a strong monolithic joint inside. On the outside, I smooth and level the edge, let it cool, only then sand it. The crack is mechanically fixed. Next, we'll handle aesthetics and small defects. Adding acetone, we get a plastic slurry, a paste made of the same material. Important, acetone is volatile and flammable. Ventilation only, far from open flame. Apply the paste in layers, let each one evaporate and set. We're basically regrowing the wall of the hole from the same plastic. Level with a spatula, lightly sand, the shape is close to perfect. On the inside, I tape foil duct tape, a temporary mold and heat reflector. Adding the mixture in small portions, compacting into the cavity. Thanks to the fine grain, it grips onto the rough edges and pours tightly. After it sets, I sand flush. The surface is smooth and ready for paint or use. Remember, this method is for small zones and finishing. For structural parts, use reinforcement. Wrapping up, we reinforced the crack with wire, closed the hole with plastic paste, finished details with rice plus soda. Why does it work? Mechanical reinforcement plus compatible plastic plus fine-grained filler. If this was useful, support the video. Stay safe, work carefully. See you next time.